Despite the popularity and the interest in sport, feature films that have sport as their subject often don't do very well commercially. One of the exceptions to this, however, is the 1976 film Rocky. Now, this tells the story of a journeyman boxer who gets the chance to compete against the world heavyweight champion. It's a rags to riches story in effect. But this won Oscars or Academy Awards for Best Film, Best Director and Best Film Editing. But commercial success doesn't often follow for sports films. The most successful sports film in terms of commercial success is The Blind Side, and this is according to Box Office Mojo website. The Blind Side has taken around about $300 million globally in sales. But this places it only 300th on the list of most popular films ever, and is dwarfed by Avatar that took in $3 billion in worldwide box offices. It's possible to detect a convention for sports films. It's a fairly stereotypical image that's portrayed throughout many of these. We have a plucky underdog hero who's going to try and achieve success against some much superior opponent. Along the way he needs a love interest to keep his attention, to keep his interest going. And there's going to be some ritualistic training sequence between him and some gnarly old coach that eventually will help him to defeat his opponent and claim the day. Now, those successful sports films often don't follow this convention. An example is $1 Million Baby. Here the action shifts from the boxing ring to the out-of-ring struggles of the main character. Another example is the aforementioned Coach Carter. At the end of the film, surprisingly, the team doesn't win the championship. But actually it turns out that the focus is on their academic success and the fact that many of the players in the team go into university education rather than success in basketball. So why aren't sports films more popular? Millions or billions of people will watch live sport, so why isn't a film about that event more popular? Well, it may be that because it's about a famous or a historic sports match, we lose an element of suspense. We know what's going to happen, we know the result, and therefore we don't have the same degree of excitement to build up to in a film, and that's an important part of films. It may also be that the action in the film is unrealistic. We're taking an actor who's very good at acting and asking them to play sport, which they may not be as good at. Now, some films will try and change this. For example, the movie Coach Carter actually included playing ability as part of the auditions, and the actors were taught a series of up to 70 different basketball moves so that the action on camera was realistic and believable. Another reason for the lack of success may be that if a film is made about one particular team, then this can alienate viewers. If that team is your favourite team's rival, you probably wouldn't want to watch a film that tells about their success. There are a couple of activities associated with this section for you to have a go at. The first one asks you to go to the Box Office Mojo website and explore their list of the most successful and not successful sports films, and then compare these to other offerings. The second activity challenges you to identify the top 5 films based on the type of sport played within that film.